Hello guys, it's your boy Son Goku. Today we're gonna play The Murder of the Sonic the Hedgehog, episode 3. And I'm sorry that I haven't uploaded for a while because I really needed a break because of my job, and also I was doing YouTube at the same time, and it was kinda too much for me to handle because I did like upload like 2 videos a week. So yeah, I'm gonna try to keep up. So yeah, and I'm sorry for I didn't upload. I needed a break. So let's get back to the game. Okay, Goku says all this stuff is getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need. Joe says, Rouge, there you are. We have a lot to say to you. We've visited every train car so far, and everyone said they've seen you wandering about. It's high time you told us. Rouge says, my, talk about a warm welcome. Quick to the point, aren't you, darling? Rouge says, and I see you've brought the microwave master with you. I say, please don't let that be my legacy. This is right, folks. Have brought you up a lot. Care to explain? Blaze says, tell him, Rouge, we're gonna need the help. This is Blaze. Rouge says, alright, I've been hunting for a treasure rumored to be stored here on the train. Rouge says, treasure? They certainly didn't tell me about treasure in the interview. Rouge says, since I'm part of the business tycoon purpurity of fine collectibles, I knew I had to find it. Blaze says, tell him, what is Rouge? Rouge says, alright, well, it's a fibrous chow egg. Just says, wow, that does sound extravagant. But please don't tell me you accepted Amy's birthday invited only to find that egg. Rouge says, a woman can have multiple goals. I gave Amy her birthday present already, so everything is well taken care of. Blaze says, she roped me on the hunt immediately. I stayed here while she searched the train cars for clues. I dedicate that the fibrous chow egg is here in the train car, locked in the safe. Goku says, wait, so the treasure is real, it's actually here. Does this, and what did you manage to find, Rouge? Rouge says, oh well, why don't you go take a look? I found the train's blueprint in the library car with the safe code written right on it, the score of the lifetime. Does says, the train's blueprint, please let us see that. Rouge says, find our skipper, sweetheart. Blaze says, there's a problem, we need your assistance. Does says, what kind of a problem? Rouge says, the elevator behind the security guard leads us right to the room, holding the fabric chow egg. But we're not getting anywhere without the guard's access card. We need a plan to get that card to reduce the elevator, and our chance of success grows with everyone's help. Goku says, so you want us to help you steal the fabric chow egg? Joe says, Blaze, you don't have a problem with this. I see no issue here, sounds like a fine business for the future. Goku says, her loyal car must be flinching her decision here. Either that or breaking the rules must be refreshing for a princess. Still says Goku, do you have an opinion on this? Stealing squares, or it's time for a fight? I say stealing. Guru says, I think the only square here is you, Michael. But says, I must admit that it wasn't the coolest thing I've heard someone say. Guru says, no, my cool and mysterious reputation is crumbling. Guru says, alright, I mean help. This is, well, I suppose if both Blaze and Goku are in, just says, okay, let's get the Farmer's cow egg. Versus, hey, that's the ticket. Happy to have you both on the team. Now we must be playing. Goku says, oh boy, what have we gotten ourselves into? Versus, access to the public Cowlick room is behind a locked elevator door. The security guard has the access card movie. And attack the guard. This is, I can't say I'm comfortable attacking a Chow. Let's keep the violence to a minimum, shall we? Alright, so that's fun, but I agree. Let's think about it again. Versus, access to the pharmacy behind it. Bribe the guard. Goku says, anyone have anything we can use for a bribe? Versus, I have a pair of tweezers. So it says, here's a trading card. But it says, I'm not giving you anything. Versus, maybe bribing isn't the way to go. Versus, yeah. Distract the guard. Versus, distract them, perfect. We're all charming enough for that work. Versus, that was actually a really nice thing to say. So says, Goku, is everything okay? I've never seen you smile like that. But it seems they don't know how to take a compliment. Goku says, if I'm gonna be in a casino, my poker face needs to work. Rose says, okay, who is checking the security guard? I'll say Rouge. Rouge says, of course I'll just check them. Who could resist my feminine charms? So says, I'm not sure how effective your charm will be on Chow. But says, plus your flight might prove useful. I'm not sure you being the distractor makes sense. Oh well, fair enough. Let's think it over again. Rouge says, okay, who's distracting the Blaze? Goku says, think you could distract the guard Blaze. But he says, in my life I've never let a single person down. I won't falter. This is great. Her voice was so stoic. I have chills. Versus, well, I trust her. Moving on. What's the distraction? Pretend the claw machine is stuck. Push a bunch of poker chips on the floor. Ask Charles about the apartment. Kids. I'll choose the second one. Versus causing a ruckus. I like it a lot. So it says, that's how get the guard's attention for sure. Let's move forward. Versus, with the guard distracting Rouge, how will we get the access card? Grab them and fly up to the rafters. Ask for the card. Pick their pockets. Versus, I'll snatch the access key, no problem. That child is on the farm won't notice a thing. This is excellent. We can count on you, Rouge. This is, try not to take anything else around them if you can help it. Versus, no promises. With the card obtained, we need to get Blaze out of there. What's your plan? Say there is a drink without culture, or push the security guard over, or pretend you're Blaze's spouse. Maybe the third one. Places, then you'll be marrying into the royal family. What's your heritage? Any war crimes I should know about? Google says, this says, you just fit hard to plane. You will need a complete, fashionable, intimidating, immediately. Goku says, oh, you know what? Maybe we should try something else? This is interesting. You gave up far too easily as well. We have to work on your fortune. This is. I said, well, try something else. Versus, with the card obtained, we need to get Blaze out of there, Goku. What's your plan? So there's a chain with a coaster, push the security guard over. Justice, I'm still not comfortable with any violence. Versus, it's just a little push. That child is low to the ground. It won't hurt them. Versus, but if they start crying and bring unwanted attention to us. Goku says, why is someone who cries so easily a security guard? Versus, at decent point, let's think of something else. Versus, with the card obtained, we need to get Blaze. Yeah, I guess the first one. This is absolutely violent. I can think of nothing worse. Blaze says, this pickup, I will never allow such a thing in my kingdom. The guard will go running immediately, I'm sure of it. Goku says, great, and with the guard distracting, we all head to the elevator. Versus, and just like that, we all make it in the elevator. Inside, we separate dance, pop, sing a dance, I guess. That says, now that's a proper victory. He says, oh, no one last security measure we didn't account for. Roy says, what do we do about the mechanical arms attacking from the ceiling? High five each of them. Have Tails disable them. I think this is Tails' job. Tails says, I shall be able to disengage them. I'll just need some time. Versus, well, that leads us to our next question. Versus, oh no, Tails is taking a while and the arms are tightening their grip. I hope to sympathize. Imagine you're on the pain, pretend there's nothing wrong. Imagine you're not in pain. Goku says, Tails, he managed not to do this. Uru says, darling, I'm happy to say this plan is perfect. If everyone is ready, it's time to execute. That says, I'm ready, let's begin. That says, alright, let's see what's up. That's elevator. Uru says, I knew the plan will go off without a hitch. This is, we couldn't have made it this far without you both. You have my gratitude. This is, our planning beforehand was a very tough thought, I must admit, and it was executed to the perfection. This is enough chatter now, we claim our real prize. I have to safeguard right here on these blueprints. Let's claim our fabric child. I have to play or something? Oh, I have to. Alright, says, no question, this has to go to the safe with our treasure. This is, enter in the code on the blueprint and find out the... Oh Process on it, sweetheart. Let's see, 220401. Says, oh wow. Which is, it's here. I love it. Tell says, alright, before anyone sees us, let's get out of here. Says, hold on, kiddo. We can't be so hasty. You truly think that's all there is to the safe? No further secrets whatsoever. This is rough. Rouge, spit it out. What are you hiding? Rouge says, only 3 of these eggs were ever made, each hiding their own individual secret. No one knows the secret because anyone who's opened one of these has never lived to tell the tale. This is, you can open the egg? Rouge says, you sure can, and all of you will bear witness to something secret. This says, Rouge, I don't know if you should. Rouge says, all you need to do is to twist it. Tick, 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 tick. Or says, Tell says, Rouge, has no one lived to tell the egg secret? Because each egg is a bomb. Rouge says, I think you're onto something, kid. It sure sounds like a bomb. This says, we need to dispose of that egg now. Rouge says, dispose of it after all of our hard work? This says, Rouge! Rouge says, fine, but what do we do? Where do I put this thing? Focus says, that's an excellent question. What do we do with the bomb? Twist the egg again? Try and lock in the safe, I think. So just says, quick, put the egg back Rouge. Rouge says, okay, fine, let's put it back in. Rouge says, tells the safe one lock the door, is staying open. Tell says, what? Close the door and twist the dial. Rouge says, I am. There must be some weird way to relock the door. Tell says, there's no other button or dials. How are you supposed to? Tell says, we don't have time to mess with this thing or something else. Eat the egg. Take one for the team. Open up to see if there is wires to cut. Smash the egg against the wall. Have Blaze set the egg on fire. Let Tails cool it down. I think this is. This says, what do you mean by this? Goku says, you know, red wire, blue wire. You gotta cut one on like the movies. This says, this isn't a movie, Goku. This is real life. Goku says, he's got a good point. Let's finish ticking and see what happens. Flip the egg upside down. Tell the egg to stop. Task control egg. Tell says, where did you hear about that cast control? Rouge says, doesn't matter. We need a chaos emerald to be able to do that. Goku says, well, dang it. Have Blaze set on a fire? Blaze says, call me crazy, but perhaps how I expose shouldn't mix. Goku says, you don't think fire will neutralize the blast? Rouge says, you just like to say things up. Like that, Goku. Goku says, maybe. Like the egg to sleep. Let Tails cool it down with chaos. Tails says, what to try? But says, I still hear it ticking. However, refreshing the breeze might be. Goku says, okay, new plan. Eat the egg. Goku says, not without any salt, I won't. That says, really, Goku? Goku says, probably a poor time for jokes, huh? Tell the egg to stop. Rouge says, stop. Rouge says, that did nothing. I can't believe I just did that. Take one of them for the tea. Does the egg elevator. Rouge says, alright. Down it goes. Does says, You're clearly not going to blow up the elevator. Let's rethink this. Oh, fuck off, Tails. Just the egg again. Take one up for the team. Smash the egg against the wall. Stop on the egg. I take one for the team, I guess. Goku says, "Hey, give it to me." Does question mark? Goku says, get as far away from me as possible. Just remember me as my hero." Does says, "No, Goku, we won't let you do that." He says, "I mean, if that's what they want, who are we to?" But says, "Stop the microwave kids. Obviously not going to sacrifice themselves, their body for Crowny to obtain a sort of blast." Goku says, "True. Let's think of something quickly. Let's finish the click and see what." This says, "Are you insane? Do you want us to just blow up?" This says, "We need to dispose of the bomb, Goku. That is our goal." Goku says, listen, I get that, but what if the egg isn't a bomb?" This says, "Wait, that's right." This says, "Goku, I think you're onto something." This says, well, spit it out, kiddo. We don't have any time." So sorry, it's just Ishbit did say something interesting when we quizzed him about the training manual. Who says, "Okay, what efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the chain focused?" Espia says, "Robotic arms during events, they can perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up the trash and messes afterwards. The robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosives being brought onto the train, ensure passenger safety." So says, "Those robot arms that attacked us in the elevator seems to have a lot of function here on the train." So says, "If a bomb was brought onto the train disguised as this fabric cow egg, the answer would have detected it and wouldn't have allowed it on, because says the only other person who knows the coming and going of the train is a conductor, and he surely wouldn't allow such a thing either. So if we were out of options, I think we should wait and see what happens." They said, "Okay, we wait." Royce says, "Okay." Bruce says, "The egg is open. It's hollow, not a bomb at all." "You both really were onto something." So says, "Phew." Blaze says, my, well, that's one way to get heart racing." I'm completely relieved. Bruce says, "My hunch was right, thankfully." Bruce says, and look what's inside." So says, "Wow, look at that sparkle, and it's so heavy too." Bruce says, "The final secret to the rubbish cow egg is a child covered in gems. It's the perfect, it's quiet, it's rubbish." Google says, "Is she drawing over a spot on a mountain?" "I thought, I must admit, it is stunning." Blaze says, You said no one lived to tell the other cow egg is a secret. I wonder why if the egg wasn't a bomb." Rose says, "Because they weren't as taught as us. I don't know, who cares? What a precious treasure, a beauty to behold." Google says maybe they naturally died of old age and just kept the secret with them. So says as much fun as this has been, we should get out of here before we're spotted. This is a good call. Let's go. Google says no one seems to suspect anything, and the security guard is back at their post. Hope they subdued the train close to Fiend, okay? Blaze says thank you both for your assistance. That hunt was exactly the thrill I was seeking. Justice, stealing was strangely fun, but I prefer to never do it again. Now Rouge. Because says Shin's completely absorbed in that bedazzled chow. Rouge says, what is it, Armin? Del says, about those blueprints, now that you're done with them, maybe we could take a look. Rouge says, while I appreciate your assistance, it is, as I said, the finder's keepers. I'll need them a little longer in case I missed any other treasure, but I promise to wait to take a peek later. I don't want to sound ungrateful, but I'm sure you get it, sweetheart. He says, you can't just add a sweetheart to the end of the sentence to make things better. But I don't think there's any reasoning with her. She's more powerful than me. Google says, well, get out of our way for now then. We have a murder mystery to attend to. But it says, before you go, Shadow gave me and Rouge one of these ass to earlier. Let me unlock the door so you can continue forward. So says, I know we had a lot of people mentioning your Rouge, but we also have just as much as suspicious of Shadow. Which says, he's unpredictable, that one, good luck to you. But it says, the door is unlocked, both of you stay safe, thanks again. So it says, will do, come on Goku, let's head out. Goku says, gotcha, the mystery continues. So says, ready to get going? Maybe after 3 games. So says, don't let this unsolved murder slow you down. Fine. Let's do it. A launch car. Goku says, now he is as good at time as any to clean out the pockets. Amy says, I know you won't talk, but I know exactly why you've been looking at those doors. Shadow says, it's hard to get a word in as you talk over me. Shadow says, I have my reasons. Amy says, no reasons is convincing enough. It's incredible what you did. Shadow says, hey, what's going on? Shadow says, I see you made it here, Tails. But I didn't speak the Iron Chef as well. Goku says, so well, see what you say when your microwave chili dog's delicious. Tail says, I'd also like to know why you have been walking doors through the train Shadow. Shadow says, well, it seems Amy already knows, so ask her. Amy said, Shadow says, I'm not saying a thing, you will have to tell me why. Shadow says, no, if you could leave me be, I have an appointment coming up. Goku says, an appointment? Who wants to meet with him? Tail says, well, Goku, it seems like Shadow isn't gonna tie. Let's do some investigating. Goku says, alright, ready to find someone answer Tails. Says, probably, my dear Goku. The Child's. Tails says, hey, it's the Big Chow Band. Play us. Tails says, they don't miss. Because those Chow understand music. Goku says there's another robot arm just doing the same. Tails says, and then a pulley, do you have any power over these arms? Can you tell it to do something? Goku says, oh no, but I'll give it a shot. Hey, robotic arms, can you give me a high five or bring me a cola? Tails says, it doesn't seem to be listening to you. But I can give you a high five. He says, oh sweet. Tails says, Goku, could you open the wardrobe please? Goku says, sure. Wait, is there a reason you want me to do it? Tails says, what if something falls out or worse, someone leaps out? Tails says, I just think you should do it. Open the wardrobe for Tails or refuse to tell someone open? Tails says, alright, I love I get it. Tough love, I get it. Tails says, yeah, here goes nothing. Tails says, okay, just some serious. Goku says, see, not so bad, huh? Just dusty. Yeah, I guess you're right, Reg. Goku says, boo! Tails says, Goku says, sorry, couldn't help it. Tails says, Goku, I'm fragile. There's nothing there. The computer. Goku says, they told us about this is in my interview. The launch has a computer complete with internet access for casual browsing. Tails says, how lovely, seems convenient. Goku says, it is a shame to be on the computer and listen to these gorgeous views. Tails says, I feel like if you're using the computer here, you must really need to use it. Tails says, seems our printer is hooked to the computer. Goku says, can we print something? Singing songs, like rowing boats, sing song. Tails says, this printer is surprisingly tricky to use. Goku says, tricky. Tails says, yeah, the user interface isn't very clear, but it won't let us stop. Tails says, and here you go. Goku says, yep, this is exactly what I asked for. Goku says, I quietly set this back on the printer. Tails says, hang on, I think I remember which button to press. Goku says, it's really that complicated? Tails says, have you ever had a printer look when you wanted to? Goku says, fair enough. Tails says, and there you go, works like a charm, here you go. Goku says, yep, this is exactly what I asked for. In the printer. Tails says, Tails says, keyring must be Shadow's the Luxman. Goku says, interesting, there's only 2 keys. I figured Luxman will have a bunch. Wanna take it? Tails says, yeah, let's take it. Keyring is added to your inventory. Goku says Tails. Tails says no. Goku says Tails, I think we should check in the trash bin. Tails says every trash bin has been empty, Goku, and you've been disappointed every time. Tails says, are you going to get sad again if there's nothing in the trash bin, Goku? Goku says, there's always something in the trash bin, or let's move on. Tails says, I'm proud of you. That's motion growth. Goku says, thanks, buddy. Huh. Okay. Tails says, Goku, we can't move until we meet Shadow. Goku says, oh yeah, I guess I was gonna bid the hand. Tails says, I guess you were. Goku says, oof, I better get back to the investigation. Let's ask Shadow again. Shadow says, why did you come over here? Shadow says, there's nothing I can help either of you with. I ask that you leave me alone. Leave me be. Goku says, that's just so cold. I know maybe we will get out of here actually. Tails says, Goku, we certainly will not. Starting to getting. Tails says, I don't think we have enough evidence yet. Tails says, why don't we look around a little bit some more first? Let's talk. Shadow says, there's nothing you can help either way. Oh my god. Yeah. Never mind. Maybe Amy? We haven't talked to Amy actually. Amy says, glad you two finally caught up. I'm surprised it took you so long to get here. I thought you wanted to say Sonic. So it says, we've been through the Rouge. Do you have any clues for us? Amy says, just a hot tip, but all we will be revealing in due time. I think we'll be shedding a big light on this whole case. Could you please tell us, or I think you should care. Amy says, no way, journalist reporter. Amy Rose is always first to reveal a scope. When you're ready to challenge Shadow, talk to him, then I'll be ready. Goku says, I'm so curious what it is. She seems confident. Tails says, we'll hold you to it. Let's talk to you again actually. I'm sorry. Let's skip this part. Same answer. Okay. Nothing that looks from us. Maybe the window? Goku says, wow, Tails, you have to check this out. Tails says, these windows are huge, what of you? They don't realize this train will drive along the coast. Goku says, spectacular isn't it? I just want to hop out and take a dip in the ocean. Tails says, if this train wasn't so nice to be on, I'd agree. Goku says, despite the murder lingering in the air. Tails says, despite the murder lingering in the air. Goku says, I just done the same thing. Man, there's nothing really I can pull out. This is going tricky. Or something. to shot again, maybe? Why did you come over here? Trying to get in and having evidence. I'll take your order. I'll take you up on the coffee. It says when I'm back in the dining car, I'll whip that right up. I found train there's no better combination. Just says some marshmallows will be make it perfect. But it says sure. It says it took a very muscle in his body to agree with Tails. What about you? Hey, take your order. Amy says, I'm not ordering a single thing until I get the birthday cake. Cake first, dinner after, otherwise I'll get the phone on dinner. I can't have any cake. Lucas says, you have a priority, so I respect that. Amy says, it just makes sense. I feel your weekend. I don't know, man. Am I missing something? Oh, okay. Google says, Tails, do you see this? Tails says, upholstery? Goku. He says, what? It's gotta activate something. Tails says, what the back of the wardrobe opened. Goku says, there is a full passageway back here. So says, come on, we have to see where this leads. He says, he's curious, this must mean something big. Tails says, this is the library. There's a secret passage from the lounge to the library. Goku says, I don't believe it. Tails says, shh. Quick back through the passage before they spot us. Tails says, I'm actually shocked as well. Tails says, we need to add that to our inventory. Add passage is added to your inventory. Okay, what can I find? Different passages away, that's for sure. Maybe ask Shadow about this. Why did you come over here? Still getting, you don't have enough evidence. Fuck off. Maybe Amy? Amy says, a question for Moy. You know the journalist can't be the murderer, remember? Tails says, we've learned the train will confiscate any weapons brought on board. Tails says, but you've had your hammer this whole time. Goku says, that's a good point. Amy says, simply the birthday girl gets what the birthday girl wants. And I don't go anywhere without my hammer. Goku says, the birthday law we should have known. Tails says, everyone knows the birthday rules make sense to me. Amy says, now no more questions. When you're ready to challenge Shadow, talk to him, I'll be ready. I don't know what to. Maybe this again. Google says, told us about this interview. It seems convenient. I'm probably missing something, but read this before. Maybe this one again. After all. Oh man. I really don't know. Dead found Suki Cave there. More passageway. A seashell. Make a big using thumbs up. Wait, that's cool. Maybe we'll get. This is returnable nuts. Don't know, man. I'm missing something over here. Oh my god. Trying to think. Man. Let's check the trash bin again. I mean, we didn't actually check the trash bin. Look, says tails. So says no. Goku says tails. I think we should check the trash bin. So says every trash bin has been emptied, Goku, and you've been disappointed every time. Goku says Dell says, are you going to get sad again if there's nothing in the trash bin, Goku? There's always something in the trash bin. Dell says, sorry. Dell says, alright, let's check the trash bin. Dell says, what's this? Goku says, ha ha ha. Dell says, someone printed out the front page of a ticket website. It's for the band Hot Honey. Interesting, Hot Honey is one of Amy's favorite bands. Goku says, oh, who cares what it is? Let's add to the inventory. Dell says, are we sure this isn't just trash? Goku says, nothing. Goku says nothing. Dell says, I'll let you have this. Goku says, there's always statistic to check the trash bin. Crumble paper is added to inventory. Dell says, I think we found enough clues. Dell says, let's go interrogate Shadow and find out what really happened. Shadow says, why did you come over here? Dramatic music. Dell says, Shadow, we have questions for you. Shadow says, I'll get, will you three get out of my, get out, I'm busy. As I said, I have an appointment to attend to. Oops, I can skip that. Dell says, sorry but this is important. Shadow, we have questioned everyone on this train, and every single person as mentioned running into you. You've been locking every door in this train, and Amy says, and I know why. Shadow says, pray tell, why was I locking all the doors? Amy said, hey, time to reveal my hot tip. Hope everyone's ready for a scoop on by yours truly. Goku says, so you're ready. Amy says, according to the map, the next car is the conductor's car where Sonic was stationed. This door right here in the launch car is the only door that leads to the conductor car. Follow me. So Shadow was locking all the doors for one reason and one reason alone. To keep Sonic from escaping the conductor car. Dell says, so you think Shadow was trapping Sonic? And he says, I sure do. He locked the conductor car, then locked all the others so no one unlocked the door was suspicious. Shadow says, pure conjecture. You all get out and leave me be. Amy says, well, my source can back up these claims. They will remain anonymous, but I think the point stands. My source claims they never saw Sonic again after he went to the conductor car line. Because he was trapped and couldn't leave the conductor car. Shadow says, reckless speculations. Goku says, is there logic was Shadow trapping Sonic? Till says, I'll play along and I follow this train of logic in. If Shadow did lock the door to the conductor car imprisoning Sonic, then how Sonic found in the done car? Till says, exactly. Till says, I think Goku and I can explain the car exchange however. Goku, what evidence do we have that shows Sonic could have gotten to the done car? In passage, Goku says, okay, just get my thoughts in order. I'm thinking. Okay, just. Goku, and I found a hidden passage in the wardrobe that leads right to the library. Shadow says, what? Amy says, a secret passage? Goku says, so someone could have used the passage, snuck through the library car, walked past the distracted boys playing arcade, and safely arrived at the dining car. Just as exact excellent work, Goku. Amy says, this adjusts my theory a bit. So Shadow murdered Sonic in the conductor car, but then the thought the crime scene being so close to the station was suspicious. Shadow picked up Sonic and locked the door to the rental car and the way out, and chopped the body off at the dining car. Joe says, are you officially accusing Shadow of murder? Amy says, I am, but of course this is just a theory. I don't have any evidence to back it up, other than my hot skull. He says, ha, Sinus, Tails, and I were more too rough than you. Tails says, if Shadow is not going to talk, then I'll humor you once again. If Shadow traveled through the hidden passage and appeared in the library car, then how did Espen and Victor not see it? And we said, well, I suppose it will be hard to sneak around to people. Tails says, Goku, do you have any guesses? Goku says, well, Espen and Victor didn't see each other because Victor was with Knuckles, Espen was reading. Just says, that's true, Victor was with Knuckles and wouldn't have seen a Shadow either in the library. Amy says, see, these things are falling into place. But what about SPO? Just says, I believe SPO was behind a bookshelf and table reading. Amy says, SPO reading in the library, checks out, that's what he told me too. Shadow says, he's lying. Shadow says, what was that, Shadow? When I completely avoided Knuckles and Victor at whatever game at the selling car, I spent some time looking for SPO, but he was not there. He was not in the library car. Amy says, like I believe you, you're currently the number one suspect. Why were you even searching for SPO, huh? Shadow says, if you must know, I needed to give him a key. Amy says, as if, why would Luxman be giving away his keys? Shadow says, Shadow has been giving away a lot of keys, actually everyone but seems to have one. Goku says, that's true, everyone's been able to unlock the next door for us. Amy says, I didn't know that Shadow been passing out all keys. Shadow says, perhaps Goku and I can further validate Shadow's claims. Goku says, we can do that, huh? What? Tails says, Goku, what evidence supports Shadow's claim that he was giving keys away? Goku says, that feels good, now get to my packing order. Easy. We're gonna actually jump. Goku says there's only one reason there's exactly two keys on the key ring. That says those were the two keys Shadow meant to give Espen Vector. Amy says no way. Well, what if his own key couldn't one of those be for him? Shadow says, I have my own key on me. Amy says, interesting. Amy says, so let's say Shadow's telling the truth, then what? If Amy says, if Shadow didn't murder Sonic and bring him to the dining car, then what's a possible reason could he have for locking on the doors? Coco says, she's right, her theory is strong. Tails and I genuinely haven't present any possibilities. Is Shadow really innocent in Sonya's murder? Tails says, I think Goku and I know exactly why Shadow was looking on the doors. Goku says, why does he keep including me too? Tails says, first, Amy, I just have one question for you. Has everyone today given you a birthday present? Oh, most everyone, yeah. Everyone's been so sweet. Amy says, just Shadow and Sonic haven't given me anything yet, but that's okay. Just them being here is enough. Tails says, I understood. Thank you. Tails says, Goku. Goku says, yes, Tails. Tails says, I have a theory, but I need a piece of evidence to support it. We know Shadow walked through every train car while in the exit, and he gave everyone stationed the car keys. Except for you, me and Amy. Goku says, that's right, the conductor gave Amy her birthday, not Shadow. So why will he lock all the doors and not give us a key? Shadow couldn't find us, or should have wanted to keep us away? Tails says, not us, Google. I'm making a leap here, but stick with me. Tails says, I think Shadow was trying to keep Amy away. Amy says, what? Excuse me? Shadow will never do that. It's my birthday. You know it's my birthday, right? Don't you, Shadow? Amy says, how dare you, Goku? Show me the evidence. Goku says, Amy says, if Shadow was trying to keep me away, prove it. You've been so true. Or whatever. Amy says, what proof do you have? Goku says, okay. Tails thinks Shadow was trying to keep us away. Amy away. Why? What evidence shows that Shadow knows? Maybe this.
Sweet!
Playing the game again. Shadow says, you were through the trash. Amy says, what is that? Shadow says, we found this in the trash next to the printer. Shadow says, it's a banned to take a website. Shadow says, Tails, don't. Amy says, this is Hot Honey's website. No way, I love them. Goku says, Hot Honey? Amy says, it's the band I'm currently obsessed with. Jeremy B is my current favorite. Goku says, all the members have a B after their name. Amy says, yes, isn't it cute? I haven't gone to any of their shows yet to see them, but their tickets are really hard to get if you have to be ready online at a specific time, and they sell that in a minute. Tails says, so the question becomes, why was the paper found in the train car? Shadow was stationed in. Shadow says, watch yourself, Fox. Goku says the station is becoming much clearer. I don't know how Tails will figure things out so soon, but I see where he's heading. The printer out of the Hot Honey band's ticket website. This is because Shadow's a big Hot Honey fan. Shadow was buying tickets for Amy. I think the second one. Amy says, what Shadow, is that true? Amy says, are you trying to get me concert tickets for my birthday? Shadow says, I've done a poor job hiding the surprise it seems. Shadow says, yes, I'm trying to get you concert tickets for your birthday. Amy says, Shadow. Shadow says, I used that printer earlier and I found it difficult to manage. Shadow says, when I log in onto the website, did you print the homepage by accident? Shadow says, yes, that's exactly right. I'm not fantastic with computers, really. Amy says, I can't believe this after I accused you of murder. Amy just spilled everything. Shadow, the cat's out of the bag. I want to know everything. Shadow says, fine, the surprise is ruined anyways. Goku says, oh, but probably our fault there. Shadow says, sorry, that's take the job, I suppose. Shadow says, when I arrived on the train, I realized everyone else had a gift except for me. Shadow said, worried for my social status, I immediately began brainstorming ideas and saw the computer. I remember Amy had never seen a Hot Honey. I did and looked it up. That's when I accidentally printed the homepage. The concert tickets weren't actually on sale. I realized that, but will be available soon. Kel says, is that the appointment you keep speaking of the time? You're able to actually buy the ticket? Shadow says, precisely, I haven't purchased the tickets yet. I knew I had to keep Amy away while I waited to buy the tickets, so I began looking out the doors. But for the safety of everyone, I handed out the keys so they could get in and out, telling them not to let anyone through. It didn't work. Amy still managed to make it here somehow. Amy says, it's because the conductor gave me this. This key opens up any door on the train, and I've got through every door it is. Goku says, the plans have had a flawed verity. Shadow says, I should have guessed it's a well-known privilege. Amy says, Shadow, your gesture is so sweet, and after I give you to... And Amy says, how about this? Let's buy the tickets later night to make it up to you. You can come with me. Shadow says, I don't know if... Amy says, too late, it's happening. I can't wait. The show of a lifetime. Shadow says, I'm fine. Shadow says, happy birthday, Amy. Shadow says, I split lots of pictures from the concert too. Shadow says, Goku says, assume the mystery of Shadow's locked doors has finally reached the end. Amy says, I blame my sources for all of this. That wasn't a hot tip at all, leading me to believe Shadow was behind everything. Amy says, my credibility as journalist reported down the drain. Goku says, Amy, I am curious, who is the source of your big scoop? Shadow says, I would like to know as well. Amy says, sorry, strictly confidential. My credibility might be sharp, but my principles must stay intact. So says, I have a strong feeling you know exactly who your source is. Jill says, but we need to investigate one last area to reconnect the car. Charlie says, I'll come with you. I love to know who's been dragging my name through the mud. Amy says, and I'll join as well. Amy says, time to see this through to the end. Tails says, we're more than happy to have you both. Goku, I hate to say it, but I believe our investigation is finally coming to a close. Goku says, the pieces are coming together. The full picture is becoming clearer and clearer. Let's end this chaos. We'll pin down Sonic murder for good. Tails says, right on, then let's do it. Tails says, Jonathan got the car. Let's finish this. Goku says, should I really sort out my evidence before I continue? In my short time working on this train, I haven't visited the conductor car yet. It was empty. Wait, there is the conductor. Tal says, that's odd. I haven't seen him through the train at all. Last we saw him was when he did the dining car. Something clearly happened here. Amy says, nothing we can figure out. Amy says, come on, time to investigate. Tal says, let's crack on. Shadow says, I don't believe these robot arms could also drive the train. Goku says, yeah, but they can't access every function on the train like the conductor can. Shadow says, did they teach you how to drive it? Goku says, oh no, just how to work the microwave. Tails says, I recognize some of these functions. Maybe I could drive the train. Maybe. Amy says, I would completely trust you to drive the train. Goku says, same actually. Shadow says, it's true, you could drive this train flawlessly. Tails says, guys. What is this? Goku says, what's this? Was someone playing darts? Shadow says, that's not a throwing dart, that's a blow dart. Shadow says, someone brought a weapon onto this train. Tails says, that shouldn't be possible. Goku says, Tails is right, the train detected any weapons on a passenger before letting them aboard. Tails says, let's make a note for this. What is on the inventory? Tails says, did this fall over when the train sped up? Amy says, not sure, wait, that's doesn't say on the mug. Amy says, a cup of joy in your hand and wife by your side paradise. Shadow says, alright, we get it, he lost his wife. The speakers. Amy says, a microwave. We can talk to the whole train like this. Goku says, should I say something? Start beatboxing. Or if you can hear this, you bit stick. Maybe you're reaching for the microphone. Goku says, if you can hear this, your armpit stinks. Tails says, my armpits are currently do not, so they're clean. Goku says, I am sure they are. Tails, we're just being silly. Perhaps not the audience for that sort of joke. Amy says, I've noticed these screens through the entire train. Goku says, yeah, they're used to show information in the advertisement. They're nice, the picture is really clear. I would watch a full movie on one. Amy says, I saw a slide that said happy birthday Amy. That was so cute. The next ad being for na nasal medication was a little jarring too. Goku says the high quality screens probably didn't do that ad any favors. Amy says, not at all, perhaps too much detail. Amy says, wow, the conductor looks so young in his uniform. He says he's been here a long time. After 32 years, he told me he's finally retiring. He said he's been headed to Spagonia with his wife. I hope they have a great year. And he says, 32 years is a long time. I wish them a lot of happiness. Charlie says, any features are be fleeting. Amy says, oh yes, I wish that too. The trash bin. Goku says, I know I am alright, I don't need to check the trash bin. Charlie says, you're all satisfied without finding a clue here before, huh? Goku says, I know they say always check the trash bin, but I'm good. I'll go out on a high note. Just as a vent. Amy says, it's a large one. It seems like at least one person could fit through. Tell says, not a problem for me, but I'm not sure how will you get up there. Goku says, wait, why wouldn't it be a problem for you? Goku says, the tail is right. Goku says a good. Oh my god, this game is funny. The robotic arms. Goku says, this robot arm has been completely turned off. Amy says, yuck, how creepy. Tada says, that arm is powerful and will be tough to break out of its grip. Tada says, a lot of people here have the strength to carry this off, but the question is why? Tada says, a confrontation definitely occurred in this room. We should have logged this. Goku says, sir. Broken arm is added to inventory. I think we found enough clues. Let's talk to Amy and solve this once and for all. Amy says, well, you two think you have enough evidence for me to call everyone here. Amy, it's high time we name the suspect. Thus says, what do you think, Goku? Ready to solve this case? Yes. Amy says, hello everyone, this is the birthday girl speaking. Amy, please report to the conductor car at once. Amy says, wonderful to have you all here, Tails, and I are ready to announce our prime suspect. Amy says, with the assistance from Goku. Goku says, why hasn't Sonic shown up? Amy says, Vector? Real quick, can you come with me to get Sonic? Amy says, he must still be pretending to be a dead lazy bum. Vector says, ready, let's go get him. Rose says, let me tell you, darling, this has been a delight. Aka says, a delight. Rose says, the air in here is so intense, I love it. Nothing like the trail of a mystery. But he says, the train has so many amenities, I feel so catered. Dale says, immediately I've been having a lot of fun myself with the amusement of a chase. Dale says, I see why you're detective outside of this mystery, SPO. SPO says, you and I love a good tale, it seems. SPO says, but on this train I'm a bit of humble poet. Blaze says, I'd be willing to do an event like this again. It says here, the train does escape rooms as well. So it says, I love escape rooms, count on me in. Kuka says, I'm so glad everyone's having a good time. Rich says, maybe we could ride the train just to relax sometime. So says, hi, yeah, that'll be fun too. And he says, ah. Charlie says, what in the world? So says, that's Amy's voice. Blaze says, quick, where's Amy? Amy says, hey, he's not responding to us. Amy says, Sonic. So says, what is he hurt? Bruce says, why isn't he moving? Sonic, can you hear us? Charlie says, he's banged up. If there's is a pulse, it's weak. He says, set him down, Victor. Victor, make sure his head is propped up. Charlie, I'll help you. Amy says, I know one of you will take this too far. Amy says, which one of you did this to Son? On my birthday, no less. Kanako says, could this really have been one of us? Amy says, there's no one else here, Knuckles. Amy, so I'll ask again, which one of you did this? So says, this is the example of Sonic's hurt. So says, I'm going to expose the monster who did this. This is not having it. Goku says, I thought Sonic could handle anything, but somehow he met his match. But says, I'm going to help you get to the bottom of this. Victor says, absolutely. Miyako says, me too. Espia says, same. Amy says, we're going to figure out exactly what happened in this room and punish the one responsible. Goku says, Sonic, he really was hurt this whole time, and I did nothing. I'm writing my wrong. I must take down the murderer. Amy says, tell us, I have a big question to ask. Amy says, who in this room did this? Who killed Sonic the Hedgehog? It's hard to choose now because everybody is Sonic's friends, right? Shadow is too. Surprisingly, Shadow cares about Sonic. That's the thing. I think Knuckles maybe. Amy said, I don't see a care to explain your reasoning. Because, oh well, when I'm put on the spot like this, it's hard to explain. Maybe I'll pick someone else. Amy says, who in this room did this? Who killed Sonic the Hedgehog? Amy says, we just got to the bottom of the motivation, remember? Yeah, true. Maybe Victor. I don't see clear explanation reasoning. Man, who might be? Maybe Amy. Tails. I don't know, I'm just clicking whatever. Ispia. Tails says, Ispia, you were the one who murdered Sonic. Tails says, weren't you? This was just I did no such thing, my young friend. But if it's a battle of wits, you wish I would love to discuss things. So says let's discuss. Victor says what are you accusing SP of? Victor says we already talked about this. The man was really you have nothing. So says Station SP's alibi would be helpful for everyone I think. So says SP was locked in the library car within he only had access to the stolen car during the murder. Tell says, however, the new evidence has come to the light that needs to be addressed. Who says the new evidence? Oh, that's right. Tell says, but how do you fill everyone in? Tell says, what did we find out that brings into the question mysteries of Libby? It has been actively protected. We discovered the hiding passage. Tell says, in the launch, the hidden passage exit behind the wardrobe. I feel like we even found it. Tell says not only will SP avoid any locked doors, but that will put him in the car just before this one. SP says you have no evidence I accused in secret passage. Answer all your questions without a flaw. I was reading the entire time, remember? It's true, you didn't miss a question. Says, but I think Goku and I can explain that to you. Thus says, how did SP know everything in the training manual? He was ready. A ninja like him speaks and reads. He's a poet, so quickly. Thus says, SP is a ninja. He's a fluent in 17 different languages and remarkable discipline. SP says, what are you getting at? Tell says, you picked a random book from the shelf and memorized it. Just to guarantee yourself a clean alibi. SP, what? It just says, that's officer memorizing the whole book. Who says, I know this is a talented bunch, but that seems like a lot. But it says, I do know it is a Placeable SPs are particularly skilled. Knuckles says, I've known SP a long time. He once should read a book I was just as well, and for me. SP says, hehehe. Jill says, if I'm right, and SP quickly memorized the book before entering the hidden passage, then SP could have met Sonic in the conductor car where he was murdered. SP said, since we're the only one talking in what ifs, let me throw something at you. How was I know about the hidden passage? It's hidden. Like this, that's right. How would SP have even played was there? Mr. says, you said it yourself, kid. You were lucky to even find the passage. John says, Luke and I must not have the evidence to answer your question, but we know someone who does. Who here has the evidence to prove SP know about the hidden passage? I think Shadow. Had in mind. Told us we can see something later, and now it's time to take a look. Who told us that? The Nesbit passage. Or Rouge, I think. Tells us the Rouge we need to see those blueprints. It just says blueprints. You stole blueprints? It says whatever. I already used it, so I need to scout for more treasure. Came up cold. You can have it. Inventory. Just says this right here is a blueprint the entire train. It's because I have easily used this to find the hidden passage. Let's just say, what makes you think I ever saw those blueprints? So had them. Just says, well, Goku, do you have an exogram? How could SP have seen those blueprints? SP swiped them from the conductor. SP found them before Rouge did. I think the first one. Just there is a code included with those blueprints. I thought that was odd. That code is classified information, but these blueprints have belonged to the conductor. Goku says, that makes a lot of sense, actually. I remember the conductor pulling blueprints out to show me something during the interview. Thus says, Ishbia could have wiped the blueprints out of the passage and stuffed them somewhere. Or says, come to think of it, I did discover a blueprint in a library. Which is no way. This is, in my theory, SPA looked at the blueprint and then used the hiding passage to get to Sonic. Within Amy's guidelines, the murder can kill a single participant. However, they choose. The logistic are still value, but still. But Goku and I have evidence on how Sonic was murdered. I am unsure how much harm SPA caused Sonic, but Goku and I have evidence on how it was just done. SPA says, oh, this is rich, pray tell. If I murdered Sonic, how did I do it? Goku says, okay, now to the focus area, I got some okay, that's not me now. Oops. Oh my god. Whoops. Okay, let's try again. Okay. That's the first time I failed on this. Can't believe it. Oh my god. I failed again. Okay. I'll not fail this time, I promise. Oh no, not enough rings. I couldn't gather. I didn't die, that's for sure. That was an improvement. Okay, we're done it. Let's continue with the story. Just as this bow dart was found in here in the connector room. Just as I believe SP used this to knock Sonic unconscious. And this is also you mean Sonic might just be knocked out. They said I'm not sure he's more banged up than what a bow dart will do. This is according to Amy's rules, a bow dart counts as a kill for the murder mystery. So says my theory therefore is plausible. Plausible, you say, then why are there so many holes in it? This says you deny the allegations. SP says, of course I do. Let me present the first fact of law. SP says, if I knocked out Sonic in the conductor's car, Then how was Sonic finding the dining car? This is shit. That's a good point, but Tails was on something. I am sure of it. Shadow said, "I locked all the doors, and SP didn't have a key. He wouldn't have had to take the hidden passage block." Bliss said, "If he took the hidden passage back, he'd end up back in the library." Tails says, "Google and I know another way it could have been done." Google says, "We do?" Tails says, "What piece of evidence do we need to take a closer look at?" Yes. Because I don't think this is the right direction. So use Alright, now let's have to play this again. Oops, my bad. Okay, I'm gonna do it again. No, man! 2 left! Okay. Finally. Okay, move. This is alright, let's take a look. If SP didn't take this passage to get to the dining car, then what would he take to get Sonic back? Because there's a path above the conductor car and it goes all the way to the dining car. Here says, "Huh, I didn't even see that area. Is that some sort of a long attack?" So it says, "According to this blueprint, these are a hidden path in the ceiling that leads straight to the dining car. Perhaps I can access it." So it says, "Through the event over there." The event over there. And this is the event, of course, that must be the adjacent onto the path. Now, just allow me to check it out. My word. There is a path back there in the track. And this is a track, huh? A track for the robot arms, I think. And this must be path the arms that take them more to the train. XP says, "So you're saying somehow fit with Sonic in that event and took him to the dining car?" XP says, "Tails, you're a smart kid, so I know you realize we both couldn't fit up there." Naka says, "SP is right. This feeling is claims the Tails." It says, I need an answer. My name's getting dragged around here. How on earth will they get Sonic through that event? So robotic arm maybe. Now I guess good enough. Man, I can't finish this game, man. I mean, I can. I just. Oh, yes, let's go! Made it. Just says everyone saw the broken robot arm on the ground, right? Just says clearly a fight broke out here and one of these robot arms was a casualty. But what if one of the robot arms actually caught Sonic? Google says Knuckles said there is a check that robot arms use that continues through the vent. A robot arm could have grabbed Sonic passed out from a boulder and carried him to the dining car. Victor says, could that be true? Victor says, take a look at Sonic, he's clearly banged up. Could the fight have been between Sonic and the robot arms? Rue says, I can see that those arms look powerful. Shadow says, Sonic doesn't fall easily, but if he's woozy from a bother, the arms could have gotten him. This is interesting theory tales, but you have to admit, these are a lot of incidents. Shadow says, I might not be able to link everything directly to Esper yet, Shadow says, but I have found one consistency. Victor says, what kind of inconsistency? So says, someone here received the false information. I believe that information came from SBO. Who received the information? I think Shadow. Not quite, what? Someone here received the scoop. Goku said, anyway, you received a hot scoop, did you not? Goku says, I think it's time you told us where that scoop come from. Amy says, Tails, you're right. Amy says, Ishbel lied to me. Ishbel told me Shadow was walking the doors to chop Sonic. But we found out Shadow was trying to keep me from discovering my birthday surprise. That scoop came from you, SPO. SPO says, no, of course not. Amy must have misheard me. Amy said, misheard you? SPO said, yes, I said Son is going to get trapped with all these locked doors. I was just looking out for my fellow passenger's safety. I didn't blame Shadow. They said, I don't know, SPO. What? But I said the evidence might not be airtight, but there's a lot being thrown at you that makes sense. Shadow says, I have to agree. You want us to believe you were late, basically reading the whole time. Shadow says, while you were stationed in the room with the hiding passage. SPO, Amy says, and now you're lying to me on my birthday of all days. Says, I believe the murderer used the train controls to move someone from the conductor car to the dining car. And lied to Amy, casting further blame on Shadow for no other reasons than to cause doubt and confusion. Ruby says then, examining everyone's alibis, one clearly stands out as the weakest. I believe it's clear to everyone. Tell says that it only could have been one person. Tell says it was you, SPO. Goku says you are the one who murdered Sonic the Hedgehog. There's Sonic. Hey guys, Sonic says. Amy says, Sonic, you're okay. Tell says, Sonic, and just as we solved the mystery, Israel was the murderer. Sonic says, right. Sonic says, Ispia jumped on me to conduct the cart. Dang it, you got me. A blow dart through. Really? Ispia says it's a normal poison. You'll just be sleepy for a while. Sonic says, great, I could use a nap. No, wait, there is something important. Ispia left there. Goku says something is important. Sonic says, I need everyone to listen. The train's a bad nick. Ryu says, Sonic, are you feeling alright? Victor says, do you need to lie back down? Sonic says, no, we all need to get off this train. Sonic says, we are not safe. Says, what? Sonic, when I arrived at the car, the conductor was already here. He was so excited to tell me all about the features of the train. But what he was telling me, I had a bad feeling. I asked to see the power source. The conductor hadn't even seen it. Sonic, when we took a look, we realized the train's powered by Flicky. Goku says, Flicky, the tiny animal? Tells us there's only one person artistic enough to see a Flicky's powerful source. Tells us Dr. Eggman. Sonic says, I told the conductor the chain and needed to be destroyed. He refused. The way the conductor was describing it, it's more than a simple badnik. It's the conductor friend. The chain is his co-conductor. And he says, you're not serious. He says, they actually didn't tell me that in the interview. Sonic says, right, as we saw the Flicky, I felt a sting in my shoulder. It was the bow dart from Ispio. Sonic says Ispio left. The lights in the room started to glow red. Conductor says, hey, stop what you're doing. Sonic says, I know something was wrong, and stood up. The arms came from me next. I spin dashed right through the robot arms. As I set off, the royal in was on. Goku says, oh wow, I'm amazed he was able to do any of this poison. Sonic says, but another robot arm managed to grab me and pin me to the floor. Conductor, Sonic says, the conductor screamed as the arms approached him, but I was hit quite a bit before it all got me to me. Amy says, oh no. SP says, everyone, I have something to admit. I murdered Sonic the Hedgehog. Ryu says, yeah, we already know that. And Mrs. The situation has gotten so seriously, where will you just tell us? And she said, I thought that's how these murder games worked. You shoot someone with a bow dart, they die. Amy says, "Are you crazy? It's just a make a believe game. No one should get hit with a bow dart." Whisper says, I was just following the rules." Is this bow dart Sonic stationed in the conductor car? It is laced with a non-threat sleeping agent. Thank you again for choosing the Mirage Express staff. If it's a C. I say, what is that? It says use this bow dart on a Sonic station in the conductor car. It is laced with a just before. Thank you again for choosing Mirage stuff. Tell says, what is this? Instructions. I was given the bow dart along with the card. Goku says, this signed staff who gave this to you. Especially, come to think of it, one of the robotic arms handed to me. Amy says, weapons shouldn't be allowed on the train. What is the large picture here? Who restricted those arms to attack? This says who or what? So says Goku, who do you think attacked Sonic and handed this food to the bow dart? The conductor, I think the train itself. So says, I believe something been interesting things behind the scenes. So says something wanted Sonic out of the picture and for a good while, so I think the train itself is plotting something. Because first we learned the train is a bad nick, and now it's out to get us. Shadow says, once again you keep saying the most ridiculous nonsense. You're seriously convincing the train has its own out to get us. Shadow says, I don't know what the train's full intent is, but clearly it's been tempering in our murder mystery game. And says train. Come on and show yourself! Amy, man. Sonic says, Amy. Amy says, it's my birthday and I don't need you messing around with it. Goku says, Amy's hitting the wall with a hammer. Just says, I'm with you, Amy. This is a chain. Can't have it. Tell says, come on, there's gotta be another way to get this train attention. Tell says, what was that? Anyways, guys, I'm gonna have to end this video here because I've been recording for a while, and I need to end at some point. And I hope you guys like the video. Hit the like button. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.